Everyone, welcome to today's episode. This is Galaxy.ONE and I'm your host Maggie Washera. Now Galaxy.ONE is a luxury development coming up on Rhapta Road on the greener suburb of Westlands, consisting of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom units. Now before I even go into all of that, let's talk about Westlands. So when most investors think of investing in real estate in Nairobi, there's one location that comes up in mind, and that is Westlands. So Westlands has evolved from just being a suburb in Nairobi to now even becoming another CBD in Nairobi. And why is that? I am joined by a colleague of mine, charismatic Mr. Joseph. Welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Joseph and it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so tell us, Joseph, how many years have you been doing real estate?
Alright, I started doing this in about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So from 2020
Right.
2021.
Right.
So I started actually as a digital marketer
Wow.
in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
So we were matching buyers and sellers.
Right.
Then I decided to join the real estate itself in terms of selling.
Right.
So yeah, selling itself 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
Amazing. Wow, that's quite a long time. So you handled quite a number of clients over your period of 5 years. Now today we're talking about Westlands.
Yes.
Westlands is hip and hype right now. Everybody's talking about real estate investment in Westlands.
Yeah.
So now do tell us, who is the type of clientele buying in Westlands or coming to live in Westlands?
Okay, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So in Westlands, you find that this is a growing area. This is a location that is now catching traction in terms of the the real estate industries and apartment itself.
Yeah.
So before then, a while ago, you will find that this was a residential area, more of a residential area, because most of the buildings here were maybe like a residential, maybe a bungalow, maybe a 1 or 2 floors, maybe a story building.
Yeah.
But now, recently, you will see that there has been a surge. There has been so many developers looking at Westlands.
Right.
Why? I would attribute this to the forces of demand and supply.
Right.
Why demand and supply? There has been the need for many people to relocate or maybe to be close to Westlands because Westlands now is becoming a business district. I would call it like that.
Yeah.
Before then, people used to prefer maybe Upper Hill because Upper Hill is more of offices.
That's true.
Yeah, but recently you will find that now Westland is turning out to be also a place that companies are now shifting their offices to.
Right.
So now for these people to be working and to avoid traffic and to make sure that they also enjoy the ambience of, because you'll see that Westlands has a bit of greeneries.
That's true.
Yeah, there are a lot of trees around.
That's true.
So people now want to live around.
Yes.
So they don't want to beat traffic when going to work or maybe coming back home.
That's true.
So we've seen a number of young generation, like young corporate people. They would like now to live in Westlands because the offices or their offices are now in Westlands. You can see even like Safaricom headquarters.
Yeah.
There are other headquarters around in Westlands. So many offices are shifting to Westlands.
That's true.
Something else, there are embassies now in Westlands. And you see that these embassies also have staff. Because now the people working for the embassies also do not want to live far from Westlands.
That's true.
Because they don't want to travel long distances when going to work and going back home.
Yeah.
And then now we've seen also people now coming to Kenya. Probably they just want to explore.
Yeah.
And those are now people coming for vacation.
That's true.
Or on vacation.
Yeah.
So these people, probably they are foreigners. Some are even Kenyans who are in abroad, living in abroad.
Yeah.
So for them now to come and explore Kenya, even when they try searching for apartments or maybe places they can be hosted in Kenya, you will get that in the booking websites, like the booking.coms, the Airbnb sites, websites. They will recommend Westlands location because of the value that anyone living around Westlands will get in terms of the amenities, in terms of the social amenities, like the malls are just around. We have high-end social life here because we have even the restaurants which are high-end around, even the nightlife around. So someone that is going to be in Kenya or staying maybe for a short stay or even a long stay, their recommendations online will be Westlands. So they will book an apartment in Westlands. And something else, it's going in Kogan.
Also, proximity to the airport. We have the expressway. 15 minutes and you're ready. You're not late for your flight. So Westlands is really ideal.
Exactly.
What else do you have in mind?
Yes, I've remembered something. So when it comes to the UN, you've seen that there is a lot of migration by the UN people. So we have like 6,000 people migrating to Kenya, especially from this year. So you see that these people will now want to live in a location that is around Westlands. So these people are now also adding in terms of the demand. And when there is the demand, now you'll find now the developers are supplying. That's why you'll find that now more of developers are aiming Westlands and they are ready to set up apartments or build projects or developments in Westlands because there is ready demand.
That's so true.
Exactly.
Wow, thank you, Joseph, for that. So we have established Westlands is the place to invest. Now, for an investor who has heard you and they're looking at returns, they're looking at, I'm thinking of getting a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom unit, even maybe a 3-bedroom unit, right? I mean, some of these UN people moving to Kenya, some of them are coming with their families. So in terms of returns, in terms of rental income for a 1-bedroom, for a 2-bedroom unit in Westlands, how does that look like?
Thank you for that question. So for Westlands, or for any investor to begin with, for them to undertake an investment, they have to check on the return on investment. So they have to know that, or they have to be assured that if I invest my money in this in this investment, I'm going to get back my money within the shortest period of time. And after getting back my money, I'll now start earning out of the investment. So that is now bringing us to the reason why Westlands is becoming more popular, because the rental income. The rental income in Westlands is very high. And that is because also the people living in the area are are people who are earning good. They are people, they are foreigners, and the properties also offered are accommodating people, high-end people, because also the properties are high-end in terms of the amenities they are offering, in terms of the finishing, in terms of the value they are offering. So you will find that for the rental income, you can never go wrong with Westlands. Especially, let's take for instance a 1-bedroom. For you to rent out a 1-bedroom, if it's unfurnished, you can be able to get at least 100,000. That is net. And that is quite an investment for a 1-bedroom. If you furnish this apartment, it can yield more than maybe 150, maybe even upwards of 180, around 150 to 180 thereabout. Sometimes even when you run an Airbnb, it can give you up to 200,000 per month.
That's a 1-bedroom.
So that's a 1-bedroom. So that's good investment. Actually, a great investment. A 2-bedroom will give you between 120, 150 if it's unfurnished, and it will give you above 180, thereabout of 200s if it's furnished. If you do Airbnb, it can give you even more. If we check at a 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom is even better because it will give you it will give you about 200. Sometimes can go below 200, maybe 180.
Unfurnished?
Unfurnished, yes. If it's furnished, above 200, above 250 sometimes even. So it depends also with the season. Because sometimes, especially when we are nearing the festive season, there's a lot of people coming in the country. So you find that also the rates go up. Yeah, so it depends also with the season.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of development coming up in Westlands, and this might be a new concept for investors in the diaspora, buying property off plan. I think they're used to buying ready property in the US, UK, wherever they're from. But now in Kenya, we are seeing a surge of off-plan properties, and we're seeing investors purchasing off-plan. Is this a safe investment route, and what are the benefits of buying property off-plan?
It definitely is. I'll give you some reasons why. So before then, or some time back, there were only like bungalows or villas or standalone. There were no these high rises we are witnessing currently. So for the ready for immediate occupation maybe properties, sometimes or most of the time you have to pay the full amount all at once, because you're also occupying the unit immediately. Now with the off-plan projects, and also before I forget, for those ready for occupation properties, mostly the price will be high, because even now if you consider like buying a one bedroom maybe around Westlands, you cannot get it below maybe 12 million. It's upwards of Kenya shillings 12 million. With an off-plan project, the price is even lower. You can even get from sometimes 6. Some are even offering 5 million. So maybe 6, 7 thereabouts. So a finished ready for occupation for immediate occupation property is higher. So with the introduction of the off-plan projects, here is where it becomes interesting. So you are given a period, a payment period. So first of all, you get the unit at a lower price, because you see the developer is also not giving you immediate occupation. You will sacrifice the time. You know, you will wait for the property to be ready. But then you will now get it at a lower price, even if you want to go, the cash direction. But then there is flexibility. Flexibility in terms of the payments. So sometimes, or most of the time, developers will have you just pay a deposit, let's say maybe 20% for many, and then the 80% you will pay during the construction. So that gives you flexibility. And something else, you also can see what you're paying for.
That's true.
Because what happens if you've just done a down payment, and then you will be paying as the construction progresses, then it means whenever you're putting the money, the developer will share with you the progress of the project. So you're paying for, you can be able to see what you're paying for.
True.
That's true. So that's why you've seen a surge, because now it is more affordable for people to buy this property and to own these properties. And still, these off-plan projects, it becomes easier for people, even when they have channeled their investment in other directions, for them now to shift to real estate. Because when you have a lot of time for you to decide if you still want this property, if a property is starting today, you're not ready, you will start now doing your research. You want to know what happens in the real estate. So if you are doing another investment, you can now start doing some research and see, is there money back when I try to invest in the off-plan project? Then something else, the period that you will take to get back the money. So for instance, you invested when the project was launching, which is usually the developer will offer the project at a very low price, the launching period. So when you decide to maybe sell that apartment, not even sell, I wanted to say the money back, like the time it will take you. So you bought this apartment at a very low price. So when it is being handed over, it's like 2 years. Then maybe you take another, maybe only 2 years, 4 years probably, for you to get your money back. If you had bought that property when it's already complete, then it would take you maybe more than even 10 years. Then something else is the capital gain. So these properties are becoming popular because when you buy this off-plan project at a lower price, then you decide when the developer hands over the project, I'm gonna sell my property. So there's that capital gain,
Right.
because it has already appreciated.
Yes, that's
Because when the project is launching, the price is low. When it's nearing completion, the same project, the units will be higher.
Yes.
They have already appreciated.
That is so true.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. You can see time is gone. We don't have sunlight. So let's wrap this up. So
Okay.
thank you, Joseph, for your insight. Now we both work at Galaxy.ONE.
Yes.
Galaxy.ONE is currently an off-plan development located in Westlands on Rhapta Road, the most unique project in Westlands, I dare to say, right now in the market. So if you're interested in getting a 1, 2, or 3 bedroom unit, please leave a comment on the comment section. Tell us which unit you are interested in. If you have any questions for us, also do reach out to us also via our Instagram page, and also give this video a like and subscribe to this channel, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Thank you.